Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of our Stocks by Request. Yesterday we did a Facebook Live brought to you by YouTube because YouTube was down. But for today's video, we're gonna analyze the PSEI. We're gonna talk about Tito. We're gonna talk about Now. We're gonna talk about Acen. We're gonna talk about and we're gonna talk about Areit. All under the guise of technical analysis using the charts, price action, and volume to help you analyze the stock on a risk management point of view. So before I begin talking about the charts, I want to talk about the PSEI, how it did for today. So we saw the market close at 7,227.73, uh, slightly down by 53.62 points, which is around 74%. That being said, also, we saw again foreigners start to not start but continually sell, as we've seen foreigners sell around 615 million pesos for the day. Value turnover was relatively somehow consistent no to the larger amounts of value turnovers that we've seen over the past few days, which is around 9.49 billion. Again, a stark contrast to where we were at the start of the year, at least comparing the first half of the year in terms of movement. So before I go also to the charts that I want to talk about, Metrobank was down 2.35%. Value turnover was massively the highest for the day at 756 million. Ali is also down at 41.3. Value turnover 626 million. BDO slightly up, 0.88% up, closed at 114.5. Value turnover still strong at 550 million pesos. SM Prime 38.15 up 0.2628%, closed at 38.15, and rounding up the top 5 in terms of value turnover is PLDT 360 million pesos in terms of value traded, closed at 1,360 pesos per share, with a change of around 74%. So now let's begin. If you guys are ready, you guys are excited, comment below. I'm excited, but I'll say this over and over. If you're new to this channel, please do note that these are not stock picks, tips, tricks. These are not get rich quick schemes that for you to be successful in the market, it's something that you have to take the time. It's something that you have to build the knowledge on. It's something that you must use either technicals or fundamentals for you to be able to develop buy and sell areas in areas where you could possibly take profit, or areas you could also possibly take loss or cut loss. Please do note that as you start trading the markets, it won't always be gains. There will be times where there will be losses as well. So please do note that no matter how much we talk about a certain stock here, you must create your own due diligence and you must study the stocks on your own, because it's your money, it's your responsibility. Never ever buy, sell, hold, sell, or avoid a stock just because you hear it off YouTube, you hear it off this channel, you hear it off a friend, you hear it off everything else. You must study and you must build the skills on your own, because that's what allows it to become sustainable, that you get to create money in the markets over a stretched period of time. Now let's begin with the PSEI. So as you can see here, the PSEI closed in the red, but if you'll allow me to zoom in here, you will see that it closed in the red, but it's still holding off the new support level that we have. So even though it's a red candle, for those who attended our Stock Smart sessions, please do note that the trend is still up. We're not seeing still any change of trend as of now. But above and beyond that, the current range at the 7217 level is still currently holding. So please do note new support 7217 holding as of today. If it holds and that continues, current resistance will be 7543. If the 7217 support does not hold, then the next possible landing spot or the next possible support is where the 20-day moving average is at the 7,055 level. So please remember this: PSEI trend is up. Uh, the range is holding 7217 as its new level of support, then 7543 as its next level of resistance. 7217 does not hold. 7055 is your new level of support or the next possible retracement. So we're gonna talk about Dito now, Acen, and Areit. I want to start everything off with Areit first. So Areit, no, what's amazing about it is it continues to break out, it continues to move higher, and it continues to push in its upward trend. And that being said, Areit closed at 29.8 pesos already for the day. That has made it push massively higher already after the breakout from the 25.67 peso resistance level. So that being said, you're seeing the push up here, you're seeing the major trend up here, you're seeing the movement from the breakout last November 16, and then as you can see, it continually push the massively higher price point. So that being said, also for those who attended their Stock Smart sessions, you do know what this combination is and what that means in terms of continuation patterns for candlesticks. And for those who are following the trend, you also do know that the name of the game is for us to just follow the trend until we see it bend, until we see it shift. As of today, the stock is still continuing its breakout. As of today, the stock is still in an uptrend, and as of today, candlestick patterns have shown still bullish patterns for the stock. And that's where we are for Areit. So from just to peg it, no, from around here, it's up. Oops, sorry about that. Let me just measure. Wait lang. Let me measure this from around this area, 26.30, at least the highest point when it went out. You have been up at least 13 plus percent from the breakout from this resistance at the 25.67 area. You should be up around 16 plus percent already also. So that's what makes, I believe, a REIT interesting, is that you not only get access to dividends, you also get access to appreciation. And that's what we're seeing right now for the stock. So amazing days, and it's so interesting how this has also progressed. Next, let's look at MM. For MM, one of the stocks that went IPO also this year, as you can see now, after the breakout from the 4.5 level, we've seen it push higher. The thing about that, though, if I'll try to make a projection here of a steep upward move, as you can see, the steep upward move has been broken, and by the looks of it right now, it's currently trying to consolidate with this particular price range. So please do write this down. Long major trend for MM is still, it's still pushing up, but over the short term, it's starting to consolidate. And please do write this down. Current support where it's consolidating is at the 5.74 level. Current resistance where it's consolidating is at the 6.39 level. And this entire tradable range right now is at around 11.3%. Failure to hold the 5.74 level, the main support right now, which hasn't been challenged as of late, is the 4.49 support level. So write this down: 5.74 support. After that, next massive support level is at 4.49. Resistance is at the 6.39 level. Comment below if you're learning, and if you want to support the channel, hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm and just type algo, 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 because it will go a long way to help this channel, or to help YouTube know that this channel is a channel that is helping Filipinos learn to trade the markets with confidence. And you know what's so interesting about this? This is how charts look almost the same. Now, this is almost looks like also how Mary Mart looks like. Large upward push has been broken. The main upward trending line is still intact. So Acen slash, looking at it from Mary Mart, large upward movement is still there. Large push, upward push has been broken, and then it started to consolidate. So the consolidation for Acen right now is at 5.82. That's your level of support. Then your next possible level of resistance is at the 6.65 level. If the 5.82 mark does not hold, if the 5.82 mark does not hold, the next strong support level is around the 4 peso mark. So similar analogy in terms of how you would look at it also from MM. So 5.82 support, 6.64 resistance. This got formed primarily because this upward push already got broken, and we're seeing it start to consolidate over the short term. Again, main upward push intact, upward strong upward push which brought it from 4 pesos to 6.64 is broken. That's why we're starting to see it consolidate. Two things before I continue with our last two stocks for now and for Dito. Number one is we are starting an online technical analysis session. I'll put the link in the description below for those who want to be informed once the online course will be available. This will help primarily people who cannot attend our training classes, or those who are also in countries that we won't be able to fly in yet, or for those who are in the provinces that won't be able to go to Manila. For Manila naman, we have a very, very small Stock Smart session, which will be in the end of January 2021. We are just doing technical analysis for now. It will be a small group session given that we have social distancing protocols that we need to follow, and the hotels are just strictly putting it one person per table policy. So first come, first serve, end of January. For those who want to join us, the link is in the description below. We're going to talk about support, resistance, trend lines, candlesticks, moving averages, MACD, ADX, RSI, Bollinger Bands, Fibonacci analysis, parabolic SAR, uh, chart patterns. Then we're gonna compare. Do you need to actually use Elliott wave versus trend phase analysis and all of those in between? So those who want to be part of that, link is in the description below. So last two stocks that I want to talk about, we're gonna talk about Now Telecom. Looking or Now Corp, at least for Now Corp, no, it had its large push also predicated by the breakout from this moving average. From that breakout to the support, it's 118% up. That breakout to the resistance, it's 194% up. If you're gonna put a support here, you could place it around the 4 peso level. If you're gonna put a resistance here, you can place it at the 5.5 level. If you're gonna do a shorter push, this is how it possibly looks like. So main support is at 4.05, main resistance is at 55.5, short-term support is at 4.65, short-term resistance is at the 5.12 mark. So if I'll zoom in here, you will see this. So chances are tomorrow, if it bounces, this is its actual possible upside, no, from 4.65 all the way to 5.12. It's 9.7%. So it could possibly look like this. If this does not hold, though, possible narrative is we see it go down and drop to the 4.05 level. Lastly, I want to talk about Dito, one of the most requested stocks here. This is how Dito looks like. So as you can see, no, Dito is still progressing in its upward push right here. But the previous resistance here at the 7 peso mark is still holding and is still showing itself as a valid support range right now, even though we've seen it having red candles. So please do note that red candlesticks does not automatically change the direction of the trend. Red candlesticks does not mean that the stock is also breaking down, falling. So as of today, we've seen one, two red candles that brought it down, but as it hit the support level, it bounced. As you can see here, hit after hitting the support, December 11 moved up, December 14 pushed up. Then today, large red candle. However, in spite of the large red candle, it still even is not lower. If you compare this particular area, it's not even lower than the opening price of yesterday. It's still also not lower than the opening price of what we had in December 11, and it still has not broken the 7 peso level of support. And if you'll allow me to zoom out, you'll see it quite healthy here that the stock is breaking out of the 7 peso range. The support is holding, and we're seeing Dito still push towards its uptrend. So I hope you guys got a lot from this. If you guys have questions, put them in the comment section below, or two ways to get in touch with me. We have a Patreon group where I have been answering every question that has been sent out there, and we also have an Instagram. I also have an Instagram account at Marvin Germo. You feel free to follow me there. I try to answer at least 20 messages that I would get on a regular basis on there. For Facebook, so I've been getting hundreds of messages. Apologies, I don't get to reply to all of your messages, but you can get in touch with me via those two channels or face to face when we see each other on our training sessions. And I guess that's it. For those asking how can you invest in the US markets, I have links below for eToro. For those who cannot attend any of our training sessions, books are available, National Bookstore, and in the link in the description, we also have uh, books available via Shopee. And I guess that's it. I hope you guys got a lot from this, and I hope this is something that's helping you. Prior to this video, by the way, 8 p.m., we had Josiah Go sharing 11 business strategies on how you can win in this new normal. And prior to this, around 6 p.m. a while ago, we did a video analyzing Globe, whether it's a stock that's worth looking at and investing in this new normal, given the current conditions and their last earnings disclosure and the chart and the trend and everything else that's happening in the macro. So I guess I'll end the video now. So see you all again soon. More videos coming out tomorrow. If you have questions, comment section, and trade well, trade strong, trade smart. God bless you all.